What's up, chat? So, in case you couldn't see the title of the stream, yeah, we're just chilling on YouTube until Squid is done with
So
his
here we
Phasmophobia.
were, my friend and I hidden just a few blocks below our enemy's base. Above us are two of the most powerful players on the server, and our only goal is to take them out. If we mine a block, they could hear us and finish us off. If we don't mine, they could just naturally find us, so basically, it's a stalemate. But how exactly did we get here? Around 3 weeks ago, my school started its very own Minecraft server, and after joining, the server quickly split into 3 different kingdoms: the Capri Suns, the Crush Kingdom, and the Sprite Nation. Now while my kingdom, Capri Sun, was at war with Crush, the Sprite Kingdom ended up leaving a sign that said #Fanta at both of our bases. What is this? Someone was at our okay, wait. Being upset, we teamed up with the Crush Kingdom, and now we're completely against Sprite. After finding out that the Sprite Nation had vandalized our base, I logged on and headed straight to their city. However, my only real intention was to build a massive sign that said #CapriSun. I first tried to hide from Woogie, a member of Sprite, but things escalated pretty quickly when he found me. No! He got another! So, what exactly did I mean by he got another? On the server, there's a plugin where if someone dies, not only do they lose their stuff, but they drop their head. Woogie had actually killed me prior to this, and this meant that he now had 2 of my heads, and I didn't want anyone getting a hold of my heads, so I instantly took action. Woogie was actually live streaming at this time, so I knew exactly where my heads were stashed. Woogie had kept them buried in the very back corner of his enchanting room, and I was able to successfully steal them and run away. Yet, I probably should have been a bit more careful because Woogie saw me and the battle was on. Oh, he's after me! He's after me! He's after me! Oh, he's low. He's so low. I had successfully taken out Woogie and gotten my 2 heads back, but the war was far from over. You see, it turns out that Woogie had some backup on the server. We had completely underestimated the power of the Sprite Nation, and they had actually been gearing up way more than we had expected. Yet, now we had Woogie's head, and we made our way back to the Sprite Nation to taunt him with it, but Woogie decided to call in backup. So in return, I called in my very own forces. Spy. Spy is a regular player on this channel, and luckily he had decent gear. So together, we stepped into the territory of the Sprite Nation and absolutely dominated. So it's this way. Let's go. We're looping around. What? What? Oh, I got a juicy crit. I got a juicy crit. I got him! Unfortunately, things went pretty badly after we entered the Sprite Nation. Spy unfortunately died, which meant that I was the only one left in their kingdom. Now typically, I would have a chance, but I had rolled up to the Sprite Nation with no resources. I got so low that I had to tactically log out. Yes, I know it's kind of cheap, but I really had no other choice. Oh, no, dude, you don't understand. I'm logging. As soon as I logged back on, it turns out that a member of the Sprite Nation who goes by Vortex Dragon was guarding the exact place where I logged out. Now as soon as I saw Dragon, I immediately tried logging out again, but unfortunately, he managed to hit me at the very last second. It was now a complete reset, and I made my way all the way back to the Sprite Nation. But this time, I would have a completely different approach. Spy was finally back, and I began constructing a tunnel that ran from outside of their base to under. Also, this really funny part, I told Spy to stand on this exact block, and I broke it and he dropped down. That was pretty cool. Boys, welcome to the sewers. Welcome to the sewers. Anyways, a little bit of mining here, a little bit of mining there, and we slowly made our way under their wall. Now the problem was, we had no idea how far we had to dig. So after what seemed like the right amount, we popped out of the ground to see this. This is the perfect spot. This is the perfect spot. Come up, come up, come up. I'm blocking it. This way, this way, this way. It's right over here. But we weren't done with digging tunnels on the server. Since we had nowhere to hide, our plan was to dig a tunnel right under their base and hopefully dig right up into their chests so we could steal their valuables. However, the Sprite Nation refused to leave their base. In the meantime, we were stuck under their house with nowhere to hide. Okay, wait. Pause, pause, pause. Shh. Shh. You just pushed me, so I picked up the block. We're right here. We are right here, like underground. We're trying to get our heads back. Dude, I gave him the coordinates of the Crush Kingdom, so he thinks we're there. To try and lure one of the Sprite Nation members away, I had told Woogie that I was meeting up with O-Spy at the Crush Kingdom. He had actually fallen for it, so if we were gonna pop up from underground, now was the time. Oh. Go, Max. Where did they hide their stuff? I'm trying to find where they... Guys, watch my breezily. Oh, shoot. Yo, Paul, do you have any food? I now had the opportunity of a lifetime to try and build the sign that said #CapriSun. But the problem was, I legitimately had no blocks. So I decided to make the most out of my stack of cobblestone and scraps of dirt and andesite. Alright, I'll admit, this was not the prettiest sign I've ever made. I only got the C and the A in CapriSun, but the Sprite Nation was already fuming. Although they were the ones that had put the #Fanta sign at our base, they somehow wanted me to clean it up. Of course, I said no, and this put a massive target on my back. Luckily, after getting chased down again and again, I had a few tricks up my sleeve.
Nothing. Z-Barrett! Dead race.
I told you he would be there.
He's got no armor. He got my luck. He's at our...
Hello.
Hey, so, you mind, explaining what's, going on?
You are like...
Like, you wanna know why, you know, Paul and, Maxa and O-Spy and you were at our base? I mean, you know, I'm trying to negotiate. So yeah, you let me get your stuff back, I let O-Spy get his stuff back.
Mine some of those blocks.
These?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that pretty interesting? Although that wasn't the best escape I had ever made, you have to admit that that was pretty smart. By convincing Woogie to go visit a tunnel that I had made and leave the spot where I had logged out, I was able to prevent the Sprite Nation from getting my head, and eventually I was able to make my way back to my base. However, the very next day, Woogie had made his way over to the CapriSun Kingdom, and I really wasn't having it. So, as you may or may not know, our kingdom is working on an underground tunnel that spans around 3,000 blocks. So, when I found out Woogie was at our base, I immediately started heading back. But what I came back to kind of startled me. Woogie was just AFK in my base, so I instantly took him out. This didn't do what I hoped though, as Woogie had set his spawn in some nearby trees. After killing him over and over again, he actually managed to juke me. And we don't really talk about this.
Oh my god, did you guys see that juke?
However, after a while of searching, I finally found his bed. So I destroyed it and sent him back to spawn. The only problem was, if the Sprite Nation were to come to our castle while we weren't on the server, it could potentially be a massive problem. So the only real choice we had was to take them out. Here's the issue though. I decided to try and single-handedly take out the Sprite Nation, but I showed up with half-beaten iron armor and almost no food. At first it seemed like it would be an easy 1v1, but as soon as I began making my way up the hill, Woogie logged in. And then so did Vortex Dragon. I unfortunately died, which meant that the Sprite Nation would be pretty mad. Here's the thing though, a member of the kingdom, Vortex Dragon, said that if I could beat him in a fair 1v1, he would give us a week to prepare instead of instantly going to our bases and taking them out. To make it fair, we went on a server where we would get the same gear, and it all came down to this one battle. I had won, and this meant that we now have a week to prepare for an all-out war. Although this may be a time of peace and prosperity on the server, it's pretty much guaranteed that war is soon to come, and we're gonna do everything that we can possibly do to win. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified as soon as the next episode of the School SMP comes out. Hope you enjoyed.
Pretty pog. See, that's what I kind of want to do in the New Horizons SMP, you know? Because then, like, I can make an easy comeback, you know? That'd be pretty easy, chat. Alright, well, I'm sorry, guys. This is actually going to be an early stream end because Squid is probably not going to go. Alright. See you guys.